Hello and welcome back to this Trails to Azure Let's Play with me, SLJRPG. In the last episode we took care of the Nox Forest monster and also did our little ancient battlefield investigation. In today's episode we're going to be doing the last of these 3 support requests, and the first one we're going to do is going to take us to downtown to see if we can get Gwilmer's very important factory back and running for us today. So let's go speak to Abbas. She's pretty bad here in the downtown district. It definitely got hit rather terribly. Let's speak to Gwilmer. Working hard? Ah, the SSS is with you. Boys and girls, see our request? Yeah, we're hashing out details. Reconstruction effort is well underway. Indeed it is. Testaments have been leading the citizens of downtown. However, there is still much damage to be accounted for. Progress is slow. Yeah, I heard Walder attacked this place that night in his demonized form. So the locals know the truth. Most do not, save for those in the Saber Vipers. The only ones who could recognize him in that form. The truth would be too shocking. The others not knowing is for the best. Let's book a topic aside. Decide how we contribute to the reconstruction. Downtown cannot rely on government assistance, nor do the residents have the funds to hire contractors. With that in mind, special support session assistance would be appreciated. So, help with the reconstruction. You have my thanks. We can count on you. So, what are needed? 3 places in particular could be at hand. We have a soup kitchen set up at Lotus Heights, scrap metal collection happening near the remains of Mrs. Mason and Melda, piecing together building processing materials, then having them here at Gourmet's. Show your aid here and the other 2 when you can. We're gathering materials to be used for repair for damaged building. Can do with the washes, so I sort of ran into a problem. What kind of problem? Enough screws and nails to assemble this stuff. We're gonna have repairs come a screeching halt. Okay. Same new materials used for customizing weapons. If you had enough, I could basically make everything we need. Okay. We definitely have more than 10. That's doable. So, we're not going to give them to him straight away because he said, lastly, bring them to him. So, let's go help with the other stuff first. So, this we want to do first. Let's see here. Nope, this won't do. Tougher than I thought it would be. What are you up to? Scavenging for scrap materials. Things that made we can solve for mirror. Good thinking. Downtown. It always hard just down here. People in the neighborhood believe in living through hard work. Because life itself is hard. It's very admirable when you think about it. Indeed it is. Agree there is someone in this district is pretty strong at heart. Is there anything we could possibly do to help? Sure you can. You can always use more eyes to help find scores. If you find anything, bring it to me. Found most of them, but there are possibly some I missed. Sure, we can do that. He might have one that we can borrow. There we go. So let's speak to Gwilmer, see if we can get ourselves a metal detector. We'll speak to Abbas. There is something mysterious about Abbas. Kinda nuts. Yes, we know. Apparently, yes, very bold time. We all know it's pretty big. Ask about the material. What about that? Surely got a thing. Kids can borrow it somewhere around here somewhere. Take it. We're going to give that to the kids. But what we're also going to do right now. Use metal detectors. Basic idea. Look over areas and ping. Make sure you find some electric if you're lucky. Good to know. Put it to good use. Of course we will. And then we're going to customize a whole bunch of these. Ah, we're so close. We'll give him the new material in a bit. So I can speak to your boy. There's this fresh to the G sector. Ah, interesting. Nice. I'm going to give him the scraps. There you go. Hand it over the scraps. Ah, I missed out on all the chances. That's fine. So, we need to find the soup kitchen. Where's the soup kitchen? Hey, yes. Wraithing. Was she taking it straight to the point? Here we go. Who's spilling his plan? We don't know. It's what we've been wondering ourselves. Investigation is underway. Nothing about its supply has come to light. I think we pretty much know at this point that it is the Red Constellation. Got to plan out her future. I want to go down to the storage station because it feels like there must be something there. Must be something. Let's try Trinity. Nice. We'll take the free drinks, of course. This, you would have thought Wold in his destruction would have tried to go somewhere else. Right. Is it the soup kitchen in here in Lotus Heights? Emergency food supply, okay. Speak to Azel. Here to lend a hand, something like that. Makeshift soup kitchen. That's everything. Okay, a lot more. So, pork miso soul. Soup good for the soul. So what do we need? Okay, so we might have to sell our soul to get some stuff. Perhaps if we speak to some of the owners, they might give us some of these ingredients. Some of this stuff for free. So, God, I can't remember what I need. So, 10 5-colour mistos, beast fish, healthy liqueur, sesame oil, dark mushroom, versatile onion, petite carrot, hot pepper, and then is that it? It is. Okay, so we'll get 10 of these. Ten of these. My God. Okay, we're doing this apparently because this is the best way to get money in this game. This will fund. They need it more than us, and we will get free things along the way. I try to use ones that I find as opposed to synthesize them themselves. It's a little bit frustrating, but you know what? This will help us get all of the stuff, which I think is a good idea. Okay, so sell, buy. So we needed 10 of these. 10 of these, right? We needed 30 of these, correct? God, I'm useless. So 10 healthy claws, 10 sesame oils, 30 hot peppers, 30 petite carrots, 30 onions, 30 dry mushrooms, 10 of the other ones. So, okay, let's go and we can do that here. How many have I got? Inventory 10, inventory 9, that's fine. Spaghetti brown rice we don't need. Hot peppers I can actually make do with just getting 11 of these. 10 of sesame oils was one of them. 30 of these. Oh, I've almost got all of them. I've got 30 there and then 2 of these. Okay, I think I might have just managed. Might just need to get some beast flesh, right? Can I buy beast flesh from anyone here? So, where can I buy beast flesh? Where can I buy beast flesh? That is the question. I've just noticed that there's a thing here. So maybe I have to fight and go grab some beast flesh. But let's make sure we grab this, whatever this is. A U material. There we go. Oh. There's another one down there. How the fuck do I get down there? Okay. I'm going to go try and buy myself some beast flesh. Maybe we have to get it from... the Times Square. So let's go ahead and make our look over to Central Square. I'm sure there's an ingredient seller. This tends to be... Everything is slightly more expensive here. Okay, so I sold all my beast flesh. Will they have it in their inventory in here? That is the question. Is this where I bought it? I think it is where I bought it. I should equip all these new weapons, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I think I'm going to have to go beat some stuff for beast flesh, so I'll see you guys in a second when I've done that. So, I've ended up having to farm beast flesh from these guys up on Knox Road, because that was the only people I could find. Hopefully we'll get them here. I'll show you. Are we going to get some beast flesh? We're not, but they contain beast flesh. Either way, I've got enough now, so what I'm going to do is head back to that place in downtown. Right, so we're here. I think I've got everything. So let's go ahead and make our way to the downtown district and head into the Lotus Heights. Speak to the person. We should, I believe, have this all done. Fetch all the ingredients, hand them over. Oh, we go. Nicely done. Everything I asked for. Thanks for the help. I don't think we will. We've got all the money, but we've done that now. So let's go ahead and give the U material over to Guilmer. I'm annoyed that we obviously didn't get all of the metal detected stuff, but we've done quite a lot still. Give the U material to him. Hand them over. They're all yours. Don't mind if I do. Our chances of filling this place are looking a lot better. We're happy to help. Of course we are. Fix up the downtown. Abbott's nurse assessment will be supervising as well. You have my regards. How convenient for you no longer consider yourself a member of the Thomas. It's perfectly fine, has another role to play right now. Thanks again, SSS. You still have the time. I'd appreciate the help with the others. We helped with the soup kitchen. Very nice. Everyone's getting some food. Good work. Brought solace to the people of downtown. Physical recoveries. As boom, we have kept it all. Ah. We should play Pom Pom Party at some point, no doubt. So, one thing I did want to do in this episode is I wanted to head over to the administrative district and go hand in some quartz and information to... Oh, we can't. God damn it. We did the wrong thing. So we're going to go to there. So let's head over to down to the garage, and we'll head over to the Nox thing. I mean, I was just there, which is kind of annoying, in order to go get some beast flash, but it's fine. Let's head to the academy. Hand in that quartz info, because we've managed to get a couple since we last speak there. So, show combat notebook. Hand over fragments. We should have 2. On our order, fully decrypted. All the information has been successfully analysed. Yes, please. So, we'll keep down to authorities, brace guilds, escape danger. We already had all of this. I will first. Great collapse happened all this while ago. They led themselves to lewd flattery, parameters, fools. Foolish temper and the similar goddess sky, dark age made spice, let's consider, truly existed, salvation, disparity, the said mean goddess discriminates upon those who without salvation. In the end, she's merely an idol. We knew this. To find the true god, she was known as D. Key would become the true god. There is a whole bunch of stuff we don't know, of course. Nice. Did what we needed to do there. Gave off all the fragments. So let's ride in the car. And what is our next mission? We left 3, I believe, for this one. So we've done this one, charity event collab. So we need to go to East Street and the Business Builders Association. So we can do that quite easily now. Let's head over to East Street. I believe this person was waiting for us in London Town. Is it you? Perhaps you should go over there and help. She left very suddenly. Okay. Okay, that's not them. Not you. Must be the people in here that I saw. Here we go. So, there. Look at Armand. He's just fast asleep. He sure is, El. He's sleeping like the angel he is. Then again, so is his mother, so I'm hardly surprised. Oh, Armand. Very much in love. Sorry for interrupting, but you happen to be Armand. Indeed. You are. Who was asking? With the Crossbell. Response to the support request. You're the ones. Thank heavens you're here. Right. It's finally happening. You're right, Al. We'll often having done more for our family. Don't say that. We promised the first time we held her together. No matter what happens, you and me and our precious baby boy. We're gonna get through this. Okay. All of this stuff. Suds. With these 2 lovebirds. They're off in their own little world, I'll say. Apologies for interrupting you 2 again. Do you think you could tell us more about the request? Oh, of course. We'd like you to search for a certain someone. Can we tell our research before we continue? Help the lovebirds, of course. The details, please, of course. Explain everything. Nice work, Tio. Get her watching them fawn over each other is also annoying. Continues to embarrass themselves. Okay. It's my father. I was separated him. Decades since you last saw each other. Correct, my family currently live in Liberal, but as a child I lived in Crossbell. My parents were divorced, so went to live with my grandparents. Never saw to see my farmer again. He wanted to show his father his grandchild. He owned a house in a residential district, but he's gone without a trace. Asked my mother about it, but ever since divorce she hasn't heard from him, so I went to search for him. Okay. We are. Representative Gable. In case we should start visiting Lotus Heights downtown for any info. Okay. Search for Gable. We of course remember Gable. I believe Gable did some rather questionable shit, if I remember correctly. He wasn't necessarily the best people. So let's head to downtown. Door is locked. Mr. Gable, are you home? Guess he's out. Ah, what's going on here? I remember your faces, indeed. Morning, Tats. To know where the resident former Diet member is at the moment. He hasn't been for about a week. Is he in some kind of trouble? Searching for best of Armand. Sure did. He and his wife dropped by the apartment earlier this week and we had a chat. Someone who was over in West Street that helped him out when he was still a member of the Diet. There's not that many buildings, so we're going to easily be able to find that one. I believe it is. There's the Villa blah blah blahs that I've forgotten the name of here. So let's head to West Street, the place where I would want to live. So Roma, we've got the Bethlehem, and then this is Villa Raison. Can I help you? Oh, you know him. He was a protege of mine when we were in the Diet. Bingo. Well, you see. Explained. He's in Harmonica Village. I mean, it's very nice. I'm not sure why he would want to hide, but there we go. So let's get into our car. Luckily, that car is just here. Riding car to Harmonica Village. Let's see where the fuck we gotta go. Yeah, I mean, it's not the best situation. We've already dealt with the monsters at the ancient battlefield. We did that in the last episode. We'll speak to everyone here who's interested. I already also came here trying to look for beast flesh, but alas, it did not have it here. My guess, if you were going to hide anywhere here, is my guess you would probably hide in here. So, I'm going to go straight there. Think what I am was the last time we were here. Indeed it is. Someone's blatantly in there. Who owns that hut? It's probably Chief Tolter of all people. So let's speak to the chief. Best we can do is protect the village and its surroundings. Hope they're being careful. They certainly are. Okay, if all else fails, head to the local pub. It's the other option we have, of course. And let's speak to the man at the bar. Talk to your boy. I need to eat, he's not renting a room. He never checked in with us, lease. He just liked to feel enough to make a trip out of the city. We should go check with Chief Tolter. Of course. Yes, yes, we will. Mr. Chief, have you got us? Welcome back, Olivier. Strange question. Standing in a shed by a Perry. Major way, guess to come looking for him. Accessory to a crime, nothing like that. Explain everything here, okay? Avoid evasion. Remember Crossbell, blah blah blah. Quest dubious history of Mira. Would it be right for us to speak with him directly? He's here avoiding Armand and Ellie. Yes, we know. Follow me, everyone. Crossbell Police, the police, what do you want? No mean to alarm you, we have a request from Armand and Ellie. What? We have no intention to bring you out by force, nor do we have the authority. If you insist, we'll walk away empty-handed and explain the situation to them. But before that, you can easily hear us out. Alright. He unlocked the door, let's go inside. Maybe he's jumped out of a window. Gable, it's been a while. Thanks for letting us in. Congratulations, you found your man. You said my son and my wife were looking for me. Save your breath. I won't be done with them. What did you say? Why are you being so stubborn? The much should be obvious. He hates me. He must. I'm sure of it. What do you think, Sam? Care to elaborate on that? Man of corruption when I was part of the Diet. My sole motivation was status, power, and mirror. To achieve my goals, I turned back on my family. My wife wasn't pleased, but she was too busy raising Armand to have worry about what I was doing. Deeper greedy ways, until one day I did something no married man with a child should ever do. I invested my... There we go. How could you? No wonder the two of you split up. She left me for everyone took Armand with her. They've been through ever since. I'm sure the divorce caused them both pain. That being said and done, I was actually reinvigorated. Skeezy one, keep it in your pants. There we go. Tax evasion came to light. He tossed me aside like I was nothing. I should be behind bars, just as he is. I've lost all my seat in Diet. Typical thing I've done. Should look at my son in the eye. Oh, Gable. He wants to see you. May I say something? What could you say? I don't condone what you put your wife and son through all those years ago. I don't approve of what you were guilty of while a member of the state Diet. There's no denying at the very least you regret your actions. I agree. You come to terms with your mistakes. Anyone who would be able to see that you've repented enough. There is no reason to use your guilt as an excuse. But that's not all. From the impression I got when we met him, doesn't hate you in the slightest. Happy loving family, gave you this request, it's opposite lines of I want to show him the happy family we built together. Lloyd said in truth, can be happy or more in love. Fair point. Let's go. Bring them before. We'll go get them. Hurry to Long Tao. Come to Harmonica Village. They've got to ride in a fancy car. My father is in the shed. Yes, he is. Get the fuck in the shed, guys. Oh, is that you, Father? It's been so long. I suppose. It's been 15 years, Armand. She must be... Pleased to meet you, sir. I'm Armand's wife, Ellie. Oh, my son has found a nice young lady for himself. It's very sweet of you. And in your arms, that must be... This is our son, Father. Why don't you say hello to Grandpa? Goo-goo, Armin. Haha. He's going to call him Gable, isn't he? I've given you a lot of terrible memories. So, what was that? More probably look at Father. Armin's eyes shine like purple surface. They're just like Ellie's, beautiful and clear in the midday sky. What's wrong? Pussy's not feeling well. I'm fine, really. He's very happy to have seen that his things are so fine. Thanks, everyone. I was able to reunite my father and introduce him to the son. What do you plan to do now? Reunited my father for so long. I want us to stay and find a way to stay in touch. Alright, my dearest. Let's go. Reunited the happy families. You, me, and the family of lovable children. Together we'll become the greatest family in the entire continent. This is a lot. I always feel like people that are like this don't actually have a grasp on reality a little bit. But there you go. Safe travels. Be gone. Fuck off. Go, go. Do you know what this harmonica... Do you know what a harmonica reminds me of? It reminds me of the village in... the village in... Final Fantasy VIII, which Laguna ends up protecting. But anyway, you two think I should probably spend some time with my mum soon. Away we go! Search for the long lost father is complete. We shall take that, so that's the third of our requests done. And I do believe we only have one more, so let's ride in the car back to the SSS garage. And I will... Got one more to do, but let's report these two in for now. So, reported in. We need to head to East Street once again. Head to the Business Owners Association, which I do believe is this room. The event will be held at the Civic Centre. Where the fuck is the Civic Centre? Harbour? I don't remember there ever being a civic centre, if I'm honest. I mean... First off, I want to know how the fuck I get to there. Is there a way, is there a building in this section that I can go through? Maybe. I don't know, it's gonna bother me now. Because I know it's there, so I want to grab it. But how the fuck do I get across? There might be a way this way? I don't know. It's gonna bother me. It's gonna bother me a lot. Okay, Civic Centre, is that gonna be what the old City Hall's called now? Does it like that's the case? So let's make our way in. Speak to the old man. Main attraction for the charity event. We do it if we cancel it. True, but sorry to interrupt the conversation. Is there a pageant of sorts? The SS. Good to see you again, Lloyd. Are you here for the charity event? You've requested our assistance. I was the one who sent it. When did you do that, Roy? I did it in secret. Give you the rundown real quick. Do you have time now? For beauty. Let's do it. Charity event, Civic Centre, piano performance, and a buffet lined up already. There's just one problem, and that would be special event planned afterwards, but we're short on participants. Not looking good. Do you remember seeing that in the request? What's the event supposed to be? Miss Crossbell Pageant, Workers Unite Edition. Oh god, pageants are fucking weird, man. It's a beauty pageant. Yes, it is cringe. I agree, it's cringe. Come up with it's all about working women. Barely got any participants. Scout any women working for the pageant. We get the idea. You mentioned that you already have 3 participants. Who are they? Cynthia, she works at the receptionist department store. Eris, the back alley hostess. And lastly, it's okay from CBD's officer Kate. Okay. A waitress, a craftswoman, a maid, and a church sister. Let's go find them. Okay. Sounds a bit weird. So, what have we got to find? A. A waitress, a craftswoman, a maid, and a church sister. So the first waitress I think of is the lady in East Street. Ooh. Right, that's got to be one of them. Here we go. So depressed, starting to rub off on our customers. There we go. Wear a bikini if I have to. I think it might be. Where's Pagent, sir? So we've got one. One of them is done. So what's the next one? A maid and a church sister. A craftswoman. I'm trying to think of a craftswoman. I mean, you could argue that these guys are craftswomen. Howdy, you need something? Craftsman role, she would. Some kind of open competition. Ignorance of the outside world. Putting your leg, you know what to reach my essentially. I like to participate. There we go. So, there's one there. So that's two. Now we need a nurse and a maid. So I know that there's probably a maid in. I would say there's a maid in this place here who always, Hotel Millennium, who's always on the second floor. So let's try her. Then, if not her, then what about... McDowell has a maid, right? I believe. The gate is locked. McDowell has a maid in... who's always asking Ellie for stuff, right? Happily oblige. Participate in the charity one. I beg your pardon. Official Randy seal of approval. So that's two, and now all we've got left is to find a sister to help us along the way. So let's go to. Can we go to the cathedral? Go to Main's Mountain Path. Just like the axe. And let's speak to a sister. I'm not sure what sister would love to do it. Is Reis going to be here? What a weird thing to want in a beauty pageant. A nurse. How you doing with Mass Day? I am. Exactly how it feels, Reis. Look after this. We found our sister for the pageant. Because there's a buffet, of course. It's the buffet that did it, because she likes to eat. So back to the Civic Centre and appeal in. Let's see what's going to happen at this beauty pageant, guys. Oh, God. Not a fan of it. Oh, well. Is it like Honey Boo Boo? That fucking shit just like weirds me the fuck out. I'm not gonna lie to you. Weirds me out. Let's head to the administrative district. Our brethren. Let's check in. Speak to the boys. You're back. We able to find willing. Waitress, craftsman, maid in a church. Managed to get all 4. Call them right before the pageant starts. Great news. Bump along the log. There we go. Pageant's about to start. Are you ready for this? Ready to go. Who are we going to have to win? Randy will need to get a restraining order or 2. Who are we choosing? I'm probably going to go for the waitress or Reis. Who's playing the piano? Ah, a beauty pageant. God, Reis loves you. Reis has been eating this entire time. Doesn't help that she stands out a bit in her habit. You're not wrong. Try not to be such a stand. That being said, okay. Dropping out of the pageant. One of them is going to have to apply herself now. One of us fill the police officer role. We're gonna voluntarily. Watch out on stage, nothing like it happened worse. What a weird one. So, beauty pageant time. Working women. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you'll be waiting for, Miss Crossbell Pageant Workers Edition. Show your stuff, ladies. Miss Cynthia. Welcome. Please let me know. She's blown away by her professionalism. Miss Eris. Perfect kiss she blew. Do you want... How many in your party? Daddy's cooking is the best around. Make sure you order lots, okay? Okay. Carefree smile of hers. Incredible pastry. Oh god, what is this? He might cave your head in if you try anything. Miss Wendy. Miss Jonah. Am I right? Everyone 6. Pure-headed servant, devoted a lady on top, Miss Reis. Septian's cherished teachings are for the hearts of everyone. May the goddess guide you all. How divine. I feel like that was the right choice. I feel like that was the right choice. Reis chose to drop out, stating it would be fair if she wasn't a Crossbellian, of course. Can't vote for a co-worker, we're going to go for Shishan. Why not? There we go. There we go. The end of Miss Crossbell. Grab a bite and look forward to your cock off for fine arts later. There we go. Thus the pageant came to a close. What a weird support request. Nice! Attack 3 is very good for us to have. I will take that. You're doing a great job, as the charity event is complete. Nice, nice, nice. And I believe that gives us all of our support requests that we had to do, and this episode done and down. So I'm going to say, if you have enjoyed this, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time when... What should I do? Should we try and do some fishermen? I think we're going to try and do some fishing. So I'm going to look into the fisherman stuff, and I'll see you guys then. Peace.